Beyond Cool is back, and today is going to be something really different. We're going to make this the star of the dish, Philadelphia cream cheese, Philly cream cheese. And how many people out there love mac and cheese? So we're going to do a twist on mac and cheese. And what will occur though is instead of using macaroni, we're going to use bow tie pasta. You can also use this recipe and utilize linguine or any type of long pasta that you do like. So all we need is cream cheese. The water is almost ready boiling because you want this boiling because we'll need the water from the pasta to help make the cream cheese or the mac and cheese recipe. So stay tuned, and this is going to be one exciting recipe. So I put in a 1/4 cup of butter, but it's hard, it will melt. This water is almost ready to boil, and I'll add some salt to the water, and that will bring the boil quickly. We'll throw in the bow tie. We'll use a pound of pasta, and we're going to put in 11 minutes. Always stir. Let's put on the frying pan here to start with melting the butter. I had a chili. You can use just a 1/4 teaspoon of chili flakes if you want, but I have a fresh chili, so I'm going to put the whole fresh chili in with the butter. The stove is on medium, and we're going to just wait for this butter to melt. And while this butter is melting, I'm going to cube the Philadelphia cream cheese. So that's simple. So the butter is melting. Very simple recipe. Remember, if you don't have fresh chili, just use a 1/4 teaspoon of chili flakes. And now I'm going to put in the cream cheese. It's cubed also, and it will melt. And we'll need at least a 1/2 cup of pasta water, and the pasta is cooking as we speak. It calls for 12 minutes to 13. I put 11 because we're going to finish cooking the rest with our cheese mixture. We have parsley right here, fresh parsley. That can be also optional and throw it in last minute while you're mixing up the pasta with the cheese sauce. So the butter in this frying pan, medium. I don't want to burn anything. And it's starting to melt. I have really good pasta water that will help put this all together. It's almost halfway the pasta. I'll use the water then. It's starchy. It will help with the cream cheese and butter stick to the pasta. You can't go wrong with this. Cream cheese. Who doesn't love cream cheese? So, I'm going to get some pasta water. I have a lot. I have 1.5 cups. I'm going to put in a 1/2 to start. I usually put 3/4 in. So I'll leave that on the side right here. And that will also help with the cheese. And the pasta is boiling really quickly, so I may lower it. Geez, these simple little recipes. The butter will help also. Who doesn't like butter on their pasta? And if you're really cool, and this is optional, put in 1/4 cup of white wine for flavoring, but that's optional too. Just beautiful, just beautiful. I'm not big on adding salt, so if you like salt, this is the time where you would add it. The cream cheese has the salt, the water, the pasta water has salt. So there is a lot of salt already in this recipe. But again, with Parmesan cheese, you're going to be adding salt to the pasta too. If you don't have Parmesan cheese, don't worry. This recipe doesn't call for it. It's good to stir the pasta so it doesn't stick. And we need to add a little bit more water. So I may add the last 1/4. And we have some remaining just in case the sauce is too thick. It's always good to have extra pasta water. While the pasta is cooking, what's happening is magic. By the time all the cheese is melted, the pasta is going to be ready to be thrown in here. If the pasta cooks really quickly, the pasta will also help melt and add the cream cheese to this wonderful dish. No milk is needed. We have the butter. Again, can't go wrong with this. The smell in here is amazing. The cream cheese smells amazing. It's not burning. At this time now, when you see most of it disappear, you really need to stir it because you do not want it to burn to the bottom of the pot, even though it's non-stick. There's not that much time left on the pasta, which is awesome. We'll finish cooking the pasta in here. By that time, most of the cream cheese will be melted. I'm just going to stir the pasta again. It's perfect almost. I already cut up the parsley. Last minute, I'll throw the parsley in while stirring. That's optional too. A lot of people say, well, you should be using basil. Well, basil really works well with tomatoes, and there's no tomatoes in this recipe. So the parsley just brings that extra freshness to the whole meal. Again, keep on stirring. You don't want this to burn. When we add the pasta, you can always lower it if your stove works faster than mine. Never want to burn any type of cheese in a frying pan. Those fresh chili peppers just will bring it up a notch. If you have people in the household that doesn't like hotness, just use regular chili flakes, 1/4 teaspoon. That will just add flavor, not heat. I want the heat, so there's chili in here. It's starting to get really thick, so I may lower it. I don't want it to burn, so it's medium-low now. Even though all the cheese hasn't melted. Pasta is ready. This is the best part. I'm going to first stir it to make sure nothing sticks to the bottom of the pot. I'll hit cancel on the stove. Turn off that hot element. Strain. I don't have to do the greatest strain. A little bit of extra water won't matter. So I might dump it in right now. And we're hearing that sizzle. Let's get the last couple of bow ties in there. This is also the perfect time when you add the parsley to add some fresh black pepper. This is so amazing. So amazing. I'm gonna make this cook for 1 minute in here, and then I'll shut off the stove. And what will happen is, by the time you serve it, it's going to get really thick. So this is going to be a really cheesy bow tie and cheese Philly, of course, cream cheese dinner. Less than 15 minutes max. It's perfect. So I'm going to throw in the parsley. Again, if you want, you could put some ground black pepper in this right now. I'm happy with this because I have the chili flakes in. You could also use Parmesan cheese right now. It's done. This is beautiful. It's done. I'm going to shut off the stove. Remember, hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know how it comes out, and hit that subscribe button. Future hacks down the road, and of course, who doesn't love pasta and cheese? Bow tie cheese, mac and cheese. This is one amazing meal. I can't wait. Before I even plate it, I'm going to eat one. Super hot. Wow. Wow. Delicious. Enough salt, but I'm going to add some fresh black pepper. And we're done. Try this out. It is super delicious. Let's plate this. I should use another scoop, but this works really well too. Enough for a family of 4. Of course, there'll be other dishes. Oh, that cheese, that smell. Look at that. Can't go wrong. Let me try again. You gotta try this. Amazing. So creamy and delicious. Ciao for now.